Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to Heavensward through Shadowbringers. Story recap, streams, and are you serious? The cat's bugging me right at this moment. So, also, yeah, welcome. Streams are continuing. I'm going to be trying to stream all day today as well. I'm going to try, though, you know, it's pre-Thanksgiving Day, and my family does take Thanksgiving pretty seriously. So, yeah, we'll try. What I'm trying to say is background noise will also be an issue today, but I'll try my best to combat it as much as I can. But, yeah, let's just dive in and keep the story rolling. Yeah. We had just finished 3.2 and we're about to start 3.3, where things are gonna get redunculous. Redunculously good. House for Tom. Knight has a message for you, the man within. Master Summers, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Alright. So, okay, yeah, I need to pull up my CPU. Well, I tried my best to clean down in my computer, but I have to keep track so I don't overheat everything too much. We'll see. Alright. Tataru, what you got to say? Oh, the signs will find a way. I know we will! Ah, Firemac, there you are. Have a moment. There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you describe his fateful transformation as his law, I fear him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I return to Jostola and Kral for more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have set us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Forgotten Night. They saved us a table. I'm gonna hang out with Kral and Jostola. Did you get to say Jostola? The name does this establish. Hold on, what? The name does this establishment a disservice. Remarkably few of its patrons seem inclined to drink their way to oblivion. I do begin to see why Tataru chose to work here.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time.
Gibrion.
His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
I'm gonna forget that. Gibrion. Because it's not a name.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
It's not a name that's gonna get brought up a lot. And not in voice cutscenes.
Oh no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last!
Oh, it's Anawa! Anawa! Anawa.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
You think they're not even trying to pronounce the R. It's Anawa. Anawa.
To it seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Anawa.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Keep an eye on him, huh? Midgard Swordman.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Death to Nidhogg. We must kill the Nidhogg. Kill him, I say! What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? An ally for Ishgard, Alphinaud is eager to hear what tidings Sir Emmerich has to share. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they have located Esti, that is to say, mayhap... Oh, Esti. That's an Estinian. Mayhap they have located Esti... That is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come! I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphinaud. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
Hraesvelgr.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
Mm-hmm.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, We shall pray for your swift return.
Oh, he comes with us. I forgot that. I forgot about that. Ooh. Oh, man. I don't think I got enough sleep. Om Bani Di Da Do. Alpha. I somehow doubt that Hraesvelgr would be pleased to see us, but for Estinian's sake, and that of countless others, I suppose we must risk his displeasure. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich. To Firemac and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends! Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the churning mist, ere we begin our ascent. However, I think it is best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Vinofnir. I propose this in part of our concern for her coalition condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it could have great consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Forelands. Oh. We must speak with Vidafnir. Where's the hole? Am I going insane? Where's the hole? There you are. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am of dragon full grown, though thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return that era of peace when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus we make for some all, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly. Thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then? A pity. But if it is folly to hope, I'm content to die a fool. Has ever been the way of thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vanofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Vanofnir is a good lady. Good lady dragon. She's a good girl. Lucia's report described Annex Shrine in detail, but her words failed to convey the overwhelming strangeness of standing here in the Demesne of dragons. Demesne? What is that word? Winning over the worm. Alphino seems eager to press on. Though I expect no better answer from Vanofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Firemac. We shall join you outside Mogholm. Freaking Mogholm. Alright, we're gonna talk to the Moogles, the Moogle-Moggies, the Moogle-Moggles. The Moggle boys. The Lord Commander seems lost for words, nor can I blame him. I recall being similarly awestruck when I first beheld this vista. Oh my gosh. I heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's mind paints. I had heard the tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Azael yet walked at our side. Yep, there's the Moogle. Koopa-Popo! Is that you, Firemac? Oh, if it isn't Don't tell me you forgot my name, Kupo! After all we've been through together! But alas, you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Firemac? How could I forget you, Moglin? Of course I do, Moghan. Apologies, my friend, but all Moogles look the same. It's Moghan. Pretty sure it's Moghan. I'm pretty sure it's Moghan. One who escorted us. You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just fondly recalling the name at the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Ah, another audience with old Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the great worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith, while the winds are in our favor. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Mogsy. Continue down this road and you'll get to Azah. My friend Magmon's guarding the entrance there. It takes courageous palm to stand guard with all the Skyrlords about. Kupo! Kupo! Alright, so this is Zenith. Thank goodness for teleportation, right? Did it... What? Did it cancel the teleport? What happened? I must have hit a button or something. Go, cat. Yeah. We must win Hraesvelgr to our cause. Fail in this, and Nishgar's fate is all but sealed. Pray sound the horn, Firemac. Toot! Toot toot toot! Okay, so that must change because of that. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Hraesvelgr, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelgr. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard.
De Burrell. De Burrell.
I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley, thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
You foresaw mine intent.
I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that accursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me the harbingers of despair. 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit. So warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldest dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back?
Izel, piteous deluded Izel. The child did lament her past sins, and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for my own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay my own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness, Persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred. There he is. About time he showed up.
Sloskna, dyrkin illes, kolhes na inish, draor in.
Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well.
Daniteg, Ngarjas, Nosk in an, Slisva Holkas, Kain na.
Believest... Oh, this is Midgard somewhere. Hold on. Seriously, this cat is driving me nuts. She has bothered me like 5 times within the past hour. Alright. Believest thou this shade of Nidhogg returned? It is not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. While the shade is vengeance for me, the future will ever be uncertain. Do I just want to be pure and help us save our companion? I actually don't know which one I want to do. While the shade is... the future will ever be uncertain. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the more compassionate one. Help us save our companion. Valentina, not now, please. Thou wishest to rescue the dragoon from his fate along with all the rest. I do begin to see why Izel entrusted her hope unto thee. Thy purpose is pure, but so too is my brother's wrath, and 'tis that which lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou strength of will stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall... I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskr once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Kupo Kupo? Kupo Kupo? Kupo! Kupo 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 Kupo! I think that went well. What do you guys think? You guys say Alpha now? Another day, another trial. Such ordeals must seem almost mundane to you by now. But would that I could say the same. I believe I spied a Wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Yoink. Of course, dog. Another day, another trial. Such ordeals must seem almost mundane to you by now. Would that I could say the same. Wait, that's the same thing I just said before. Yeah, they said the same thing. My broodmate, I will bear to you the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Hello, Zoe. I forgot Sir Emmerich even joined us. Da da da. Oh man. I'm not one-shotting things anymore. Why are you not doing anything? Did I kill them all? Did I not kill them all? Oh, they're not moving. That's weird. Shouldn't they have been moving and like come attack me? Hey look, it's a Moogle. It's Chieftain Mooglin. This is as far as you go, Firemac, and your ridiculous name won't make it past something. Oh crap. Oh, someone's invulnerable. Oh, what'd he say? Koopa, that's enough. You've made your point. This fight isn't a fight to death, Koopa. This is no time for naps. Okay. We get to beat up the Mogs, the Moogles of Moghome. I guess that explains why the Moogle thing was there. almost lost this. Can't have that now, can we? Oh crap! I missed the last part of it. Uh-oh. Tipper's getting kind of high on the computer. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, damn it! I was gonna use my... Yeah, we could take this hit. Dunskies. Easy. I'm a little worried about this boss here just because of, well, you'll see. It's about to happen. Nope, not yet. Not quite there. Thou hast weakened my troll, weathered my troll thus far, but I am not convinced. I will try thy limits. Okay, now we're about to get there. Nidhogg will spare thee no clemency, thus neither must I. I'll be able to read all this stuff here, because... Alright, you see how there's like platforms? Yeah, this boss, he likes to get rid of those platforms, so that's what I'm a little worried about. I might screw that up. Shattered Remembrance. Let's go, Hraesvelgr. Come, warrior, show me thy strength that doth remain in thy frail mortal shell. Let's go this way. Thy sky named dormant of dragons, how wilt thou what? Thou contend with such mastery. Crap, I forgot to keep up my thing. I gotta kill that thing. Fight on, warrior. Press while they attack. Where's he going? Oh, crap. Yeah, look at that. I'm actually taking damage now. That was the wrong thing I wanted to do. Ooh, we did it though. Fights are getting harder. Fights are getting much harder. Oh my gosh. Hiparo. Ever bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, full well can I imagine how thou didst bring him low. The dread title of Azure Dragoon is no empty appellation. Appellation? Is that... these words, man.
Cease and sleaze like K1. Oh,
very well. I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Oh, each one got
Mine
their own
was
trial.
brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfalnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
Oh, hello. Oh, and you get to go with Venofnir. That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals.
Ikim el en inan. Sedgar initek.
Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my brood of brothers' vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end.
Taishi es Isa.
This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the soul of lost Izel. Awesome. Awesome possum. Hraesvelgr cannot be faulted for effort. He is every ilm the proud warrior, or should I say every yalm. Oh, my poor ribs! Hraesvelgr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. Yet my trial pales into significance next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hraesvelgr? I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vidofnir seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging snapping fangs and slashing claws, I scarce had time to aim a blow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Ow! Kupo! Firemac, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one, with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Did you see how my wings are kinked? Every palm aches after this drubbing. I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Firemac's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer? That's triple shifts for you, Moghen. Well, I don't know how to do a splitter. Triple? But that's not fair! There's no justice, Kupo! None at all!
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgr's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Looks like we might find out now.
Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Winning over the world.